Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Purity Afya show, where women's health is reclaimed. My name is 𝗕𝗶𝗿𝗫𝗻𝐶𝗲𝗃𝐾. Now, one of the biggest questions that women ask is whether birth control will mess up with my fertility. Whether you're planning to have children soon or later or never, knowing the facts is powerful. Joining us for this important conversation is a seasoned gynecologist, Dr. Stephen Mutiso. Thank you so much for making time for us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and let's begin with the basics. Can birth control affect a woman's fertility?
So birth control cannot cause infertility. Most methods
At all.
Most methods are safe. It's only one method which is known to cause a bit of delay, but it doesn't cause infertility. And this method is the injection, what we call 𝗕𝗶𝗿𝗁. So it's known to cause delay of about up to 18 months, 1 year and a half. Yes. However, one is still able to conceive even after using the 𝗕𝗶𝗿𝗁.
Yeah, and so because we've talked about this one method that can just cause delay but not infertility, should I go ahead and ask how soon can you conceive after now discontinuing with the birth control method?
So for most of the methods, the return to fertility is immediate. Once the method is out, you stop, then one is able to conceive. For example, modern methods like the pills, once you stop, one is able to conceive. Also, no plants, once it's removed, one is able to conceive almost immediately. And the same applies to coil. So most of these methods, one is fertile almost immediately.
So then what causes the delay? Because most women, when they're trying to conceive after discontinuing contraceptive, they experience delay of, and maybe they were not using 𝗕𝗶, but most of them complain of delayed, and then they accuse, they point the accusing finger on the birth control method they were using.
Yes, they usually, under normal circumstances, conception does not take place immediately or as quickly as people would expect. It takes time. In fact, for us, we normally say one is unable to conceive if they have tried for a period of 1 year. So I think sometimes couples or women are in a rush as well to conceive. They want this thing to happen maybe immediately or a month after discontinuation of the method. I think that's what causes anxiety. Otherwise, if you look at a period of a year, you'll find that most women have already conceived. Yes.
And so, of course, most women will not expect, especially in the society, this delay, and they'll not even call it normal, because when we're in school, we are told to abstain. We are told when you have unprotected sex, you'll get pregnant. So the kind of mindset we have is that you get pregnant immediately as soon as you have unprotected sex. And to add on that, even when, for example, you know your cycle, you know your safe days and unsafe days, and still you try to conceive on your unsafe days and still don't get pregnant, isn't that not cause for alarm?
Yes, but in terms of science, that's not the case. The chance of conceiving during a month when even ovulation is timed and the exposure to the partner is done at the correct time is just about 20%.
Wow. Even when you have a regular cycle, it's 28 days, it's still...
Exactly. Even with the timing and everything, you find it's only about 20% of women who can conceive.
Why?
It's because the process of conception is complex. It's usually under a lot of control, including hormonal. There are so many determinants which determine whether one can get pregnant, including age, the cervix, the uterus, the lining of the uterus. So there are so many factors which come into play, and even including the psychological state at that point. So if you have, say, 100 women, only about 15-20% may conceive when you have timed exposure around the fertile period. So cumulatively in a year, you'll find probably up to 90% now they have conceived. And then maybe the remaining 10% we can probably start investigating for infertility. Yes.
So now, Dr. when you say birth control has no effect on fertility, so why have we been accusing birth control methods for delayed fertility? Is it maybe research, false information out there, or because I don't think they're just perceptions in women's minds?
Yes, the truth is that there are a lot of myths out there about contraception. There are a lot of groups trying to portray contraception as something bad. And sometimes this kind of misinformation is very amplified to a point where people get to hear about it. So most of these myths and misconceptions. Contraception doesn't delay. It doesn't. Most of the time, it doesn't delay conception. And contraception does not cause infertility at all.
So even for women who are maybe over 35, because most of the experts, I don't know whether it's true, say that fertility declines at 35, after 35 years old of age. So even this group of women are not affected by birth control at all.
We know fertility declines after that 5 years. You find the number of eggs and also the quality of the eggs tend to reduce. But the methods we have, they don't affect fertility in any way, except the 𝗕𝗶𝗿𝗁, which I've talked about. Otherwise the other methods will not affect women who are above that.
So basically it's the couples that are rushing because you need to try at least within 1 year.
Yes, I agree with you. It's the couples who are rushing to conceive. They need to relax and wait. And then if case conception has not happened after a year of stopping the method, then they can consult gynecologists for assistance.
So Doc, now because contraception does not affect fertility, so what could be the contributing factor to, because most of the time women link this to contraception because you're trying to conceive after a birth control method and you're not conceiving. But then what could be now the possible cause for reduced fertility for women if it's not contraception?
We are seeing a lot of environmental factors which are actually reducing fertility. Some of these factors include intake of substances like alcohol and also smoking and also lifestyles. There is a lot of generally obesity, weight gain, a lot of weight gain and inactive lifestyles around. But also people, couples or people are prone to infections which can also affect, which can cause infertility. So there could be other external factors other than the family planning methods which may cause difficulties in conception.
And as we wind up, maybe you can list for us other misconceptions, because I'm also in shock in this episode that birth control has nothing to do with fertility. So maybe you can tell us other myths and misconceptions about contraception.
Okay, there are many myths about contraception. One of the myths I've come across is about the permanent methods called, especially the tubal ligation. I've heard this myth that women become cold. They become they are not interested in sexual issues. Their libido reduces, and yet this is not the case. I've also had some myths that family planning causes cancer, and again, this is not true. Yes.
And also for men, there's a misconception about vasectomy.
Yes, it's true. Yes, for men, sometimes we keep forgetting the men. Yes, vasectomy, men. There's a misconception that they no longer become useful. Their performance goes to zero, and yet this is not true. Their performance does not change.
All right. That was such an insightful conversation we've had here. If it has helped you or someone, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Dr. Stephen, thank you so much for your time. We highly appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, and I'll see you again next week, same place, same time, with yet another episode of your Purity Afya show, where the women's health is reclaimed. I am Purity 𝗵𝗲𝐻. I'll see you again next week, same place, same time. Bye-bye for now.